Mary Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Cat.
We are in a state of emergency. Tragedies. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear? Here it go. Free your mind.
Come on now. We will not be defeated by witch doctors' illusions.
Hey, my brother, you know I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot disclose to you how happy I was to meet you in person, Myron. That was just like amazing.
Okay, thank you for donating to my uncle Taalik. I appreciate it, and I know that my family appreciate it because he's been in our lives for years now. So yeah, and I just want to say thank you because yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, we love you guys. Bye. Bye. He's forever and always. He's forever and always. He's forever and always.
Anyway, I'm done. So, don't expect me to be on YouTube all the time, and because none of you are helping me out. I have to go to work every day. I have to go to work, to make money, and none of y'all are dropping me $5 or nothing in my Cash App or nothing. So don't expect me to come on here making videos all the time, because that's not going to happen. Like I said, it takes a lot of energy to come on here and talk and make videos and put together, presentations, and all of that takes time and energy. Don't expect me to come on here talking and carrying on.
I ordered this book, God is on Trial. I ordered this book from Amazon, and I must say I've read it. It's very well written, very thought-provoking. It's all about the unity.
I'm in a state of emergency. Wrote a song about it? Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your
Afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. Like Martin used to say back in the day, what up, what up, what up? Hey, as always, in the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper or the host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. Guess what? I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. How y'all doing out there in TV land? I got the deacons in the house. I got Soul Brother 85 in the house, one of the deacons of the Church of Reality. And also, I should make a YouTube channel called Church of Reality. There's probably already some type of church or whatever called the Church of Reality. And also got our other deacon, Twin Pyramid, is in the house. And he wants us to like the video, share, subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff. And let me set up something here real quick while I'm at it. Before we get started, let me go ahead and set this up here so I can advertise. Advertise for our sister, Noble Levine. If you haven't, go out and get her book, God is on Trial, How Religion Keeps Humanity Under Mind Control and Fear. $13.99 paperback, $3.99 on Kindle. Right here on Amazon. I also believe Barnes & Noble also. So get that. If you haven't got it, get it. All right. We're going to advertise that as we do our little talk. I don't want to keep us long. I just want to get some dirt off my shoulder, like Jay-Z always say. The topic that we've chosen is the sick need of pink folks to bully black people. A few years ago, one of the things that was in the news, and you heard often, was children, especially in the age of social media. We have children complaining and being a victim of bullying. I can relate because I was a bully. No, I wasn't a bully. I was bullied myself. I was a victim of a bully for years. And these children suffer so much mental disorder because of the bullying. Even to the point, some of them committed suicide. Now, what brings me to this topic, I was on a live stream, and it's possible I might be able to post that live stream on this channel when they release it. I was on a Zoom live stream with our soul brother Maurice Muhammad, who is the director of what he calls the Mississippi Initiative. And the topic for the roundtable was soul. And in that conversation, speaking about soul, he brought up a song by our soul brother Sam Cooke. May he rest in peace. A change is going to come. And Brother Maurice brought up that there seemed to be a theme in the soul or Black community where it seems as though we take this position in our lives where we must be docile and allow this peckerwood or anybody to trample over us. In the song, in the narrative of the song, it is written, or it sounds like this brother is being treated by others in a very nasty kind of manner, but he's going to tolerate that because a change is going to come. Things going to get better. And we use that as a narrative to this day. Because the things or the change that we keep talking about is supposed to come, that they were singing during the time of Sam Cooke, is still here. In fact, you can actually say it's gotten worse when you can see a Black man, a soul brother, just like you and I, on camera, and this peckerwood with his knee in his throat, and he's telling him, I can't breathe. And one of the last things George Floyd said before he passed this life was, Mama. He cried out to Mama. He did not cry out to Allah. He did not cry out to Jesus. He cried out, Mama. And he knew that his mother was physically gone. But we see this, not fast, but what it was, almost 9 minutes. You sit there and you watch this video for almost 9 minutes. But a change is going to come. There was no video cameras. There was this technology that we have today didn't exist during the time of Sam Cooke or Nat Turner. But we will see a Black man or a Black woman or a whole family of us being roped against a tree, tar put on us, and set on fire. We would see our people, mother, your great-grandmother, great cousins or whatever, we would actually see them being tar and feathered and burned alive. This is what you and I would see had we the technology during their period of time. And we would watch the burning and go back home and write a song, a change is coming. That's good if you're a slave. Because a slave, you are 1,000%. Well, actually, you're not. Actually, you're not. Because even as a slave, you had some kind of power. You had the power to die. I would rather die than continue to live this way. Let somebody else do your work. Do you know why the zebra, you don't see nobody riding zebras, but they ride horses? The difference between the horse and the zebra is that the horse could be broken. And once, no matter how much that horse buck, you can break that horse. And once you break that horse, it's all gravy, as they say in Hollywood. They tried to do the same thing with the zebra. As you know, or as you can see, the zebra looks much like a horse. But the difference between the horse and the zebra is that the zebra has a nature about that zebra. You don't know what's going to happen to you. That zebra will kick you and bite you. And you don't know when it's coming. You could be having a real good trip. All of a sudden, that zebra will turn on you. And if you want a domesticated animal or even a domesticated plant, you can't have that plant or that animal turn on you. That's defeating the purpose of exploitation. That's the purpose of being a bully. You don't want to get hurt in the process. You want to deal with somebody or something that when you break its will, you can easily control it. The reason why our people were slaves was because they did not have the will to be free. Now, the original people that they broke, they had some of that in them. But as generation after generation, this is all you know. So they did not have any will. This is all they know. So they don't have the will to be free because they don't know what the hell that is. How are you going to lust for an apple and you don't know what it is? Man, I got a taste for some apple cider. What the hell are you talking about? What is an apple? You don't know what it is. So it's really not their fault because they don't have no idea what freedom or liberation, they don't know what that is. Some of them, because there's always people outside the norm, always exceptions to the rule, some of them recognize it's got to be more to life than this. And so you had Nat Turner, and you had a lot of us, our ancestors, some known and unknown. There's many rebellions that we know about and we don't know about. They got to the point, it's got to be something better than this. And they rebelled. But for the majority, I'm a slave and I'm going to die a slave. No big deal. That's how it is. But in 2021, you're not a physical slave like that. You have more of an idea of what freedom is. But you still on your knees and you're still singing them old songs. A time is going to come. A change is going to come. In 2020, we're still singing, we shall overcome in 2021. When you are under the pressure of a bully, you live in a very stressful environment. And these children even got to the point where they committed suicide. Many of these murders, many of the things that you see in our community, you might think that it was the police officer's fault or whoever's fault. You ever heard of suicide by cop? If bullying can cause us to have suicidal thoughts, and among us, I've never seen this. When I was growing up, suicide among us was very, very low. You didn't hear too much about soul brothers and sisters committing suicide. But now it's at an all-time high. And some of us have the nerve or so depressed, we can take our lives. Then there are some of us who don't have the nerve. So what we do is we go out and do something to cause somebody to kill us. And we go out and we hope that this is the right police officer. Or we go out and we mess with the wrong Negro because we want to go out. We're doing this on purpose because you're living in an environment that's stressful. You are living with bullies and you want out like those children. Why are those children, why are they bullied? They are bullied because that's what they see from the adults. You bully. And they see that you're better and greater than somebody else. And you turn your nose up at the homeless. You turn your nose up because you educated. And that person is not educated. There's all kinds of ways. I'm going to bully you because I have more money than you do. I'm not punching you in your face. I'm not threatening you with a gun. I'm going to bully you economically. So you have children that grow up in this environment. What do you expect from the children that they grow up and be bullies and turn their nose up? You don't have what I have. You ain't smart as me. I'm stronger than you are, so you should be my slave. That's how this country thinks. I have more nuclear weapons. I have more tanks. I have more guns. So I'm going to go around the earth and I'm going to bully folks. Where do you think the children are learning this from? It just fall out the sky. They are learning it from their adults, the grown people. And this has been going on ever since slavery. I'm going to bully you and make a slave out of you. You're going to do my work for me. I'm going to make it a way of life. And I'm going to sit back on my backside and you make me filthy rich. Bullying. I'm going to take you and put you in a position, no matter how hard you work, no matter what you get, it's going to always benefit me. I don't care how much money Kanye West make. He's a new rap billionaire. Or Jay-Z or Oprah or Will Smith or whoever out there. The harder they work, the richer the white man get. It don't benefit you and yours at all. Bullying. And they still have to ask the white man permission to do whatever they want. Bullying. As much money as Oprah have, as much money as Kanye West and all our people that got a little bread, they still got to go to the Peckerwood. Excuse me, sir. I knows I got some little money. I got some little fame. But could I? Can we sign these contracts, sir? Can I make a, can I make a deal with you, sir? Still a slave in an environment of bullies. But don't worry, because one day a change is going to come. Because one day we shall overcome. One day. When that day is, I don't know. God gonna do this for us, I am told. A day in the God say, I'm gonna deal with you in 3 days. That's 3,000 years. How many of us have lived and died in 3,000 year period of time? And you waiting on God. Well, it said one day, it does not specify when this day is going to come. Just one day, like the slaves. One day things going to change. Things, Mr. Slave, things would have changed a lot quicker, immediately, had you said, I'd rather be dead than be on this plantation. I'm not doing this no more. And your change would have came immediately. Either I'm going to be free or I don't mind going to the grave. That's what the Peckerwood told his own relatives. Who is it, Patrick Henry? Patrick Henry stood up and said, give me liberty or give me death. One or the other. There's no in between. Bullying. That's a stressful life. I know because I lived it. You got to worry about what white people think, what the white man gonna do. Myself and Brother Maurice, we talk about the Mississippi campaign. One of the main things folks said, what the white folks gonna do? Well, you know the white man gonna do this, and the white man gonna do it. What the hell you word? He's not even done nothing yet. We're not even close to where we need to be. And you worried about what white folks gonna do, what they gonna say. Scared. Fear. Fear. That's why I was bullied for years, because I was scared. And we might as well admit ourselves or live in denial. We might as well admit we as a people, we're scared of losing our car, scared of losing our house, losing our job, and of course, scared of losing your life. Fear. That's how conquerors, rulers, dictators, that's how they keep the people in check. By threatening you, threatening your life, taking things away from you. I remember my sister, when her son was a little boy, and some of us believe in, I guess you would say, corporal punishment. You believe in the switch, you believe in the belt, you believe in some kind of physical pain to teach your child a lesson. You believe in giving that child physical pain like they do a horse. You want that horse to do whatever you want. The cowboy had spurs on his boots. Let's go, giddy up. And the horse don't want to move, so that cowboy would shove his spur into the back side of that horse to make him. With our children, corporal punishment. You don't do what I say, I'm gonna beat you to death. This hurts me more than it does you. You're a damn lie. You don't feel nothing. That child is the one that's feeling the pain. But my nephew, he was a little itty bitty boy. And his mother threatened him with physical pain, threatened to take his toys away, all this kind of stuff. And this is what my nephew said. He was a little boy. Told his mother, kill me then. He didn't care nothing about your beating. Didn't care nothing about the toys, the VCRs and the Atari and all these other things. I don't care. Kill. This is a little baby. And here we are, grown men and women. A change is gonna come. Change. One day it's gonna come. And this little boy He still got his Christmas presents. He still got his birthday presents. He was a bad boy or whatever. How you going to discipline somebody that's not afraid of death? So you got to find a different way to deal with this child, because he don't care nothing about the pain. He don't care about the material things, the toys and whatever it is, the soda pop or whatever. I don't care. He was a little itty bitty boy. I don't know how old he was. He said, kill me then. I'm like, whoa. And here we are, grown men and women, been living in the United States of America. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even y'all black power stuff. Don't be smiling at me like, go ahead, brother. You sure talking. You ain't no damn different. You don't want to lose your car and your house and whatever. You don't want to go through all that. You're no different. You waiting for God, a spaceship. You the same way. You ain't no better. So my bully messed with me for years because I was afraid. And we are in denial. I ain't scared of no white people. Yeah, but let them come. Let the IRS send you a letter talk about you owe back taxes. There you go scrambling. I don't know why I owe taxes. I've paid my taxes. And you be running scrambling because you know what the IRS gonna do. The IRS will take your house and your car and what's that? Your bank account. Freeze your assets, your bank account. So you start scrambling. I know I paid them taxes, but you're not afraid. That's how they keep us in check. That's how they keep all the population in check, with fear. Because I'll take from you. I'll take your house. I'll take your car. I'll take your wife and children. I'll throw your children in prison. I'll take your life. And they sit back in the cut. Well, that worked. They had their hand on their gun, but that's not necessary. The threats is good enough. That's all right. Billy, I know you want to shoot your nigger. Billy, I know you want to shoot your nigger. It's not necessary. We'll do it next time, just for the fun of it. We got the niggers under control, just with the threats. And so you have thousands of children every year in America committing suicide because of a bully. And they go to the internet where you think you might be able to find some peace. And here come the bullies messing with you. Cyberbullying. I have to deal with that too on social media. Folks bully you in cyberspace. That don't bother me. Cyber stuff, that don't bother me. It was a girl that I really, really liked. I liked this girl ever since the 3rd grade. Really, really liked her. And now we are in high school. And this bully is bothering me. So I'm there trying to get my corny nerd Mac on. I'm trying to get my Mac on. And here come this piece of trash. Put his arm around me, talk about I'm his woman. What can I do? I'm scared to death. What kind of mental hell do you think I'm going through in my mind? I'm sitting with a girl that I really, really liked. And here come this sewer rat, put his arm around me, talk about I'm his woman. Embarrass me in front of her. There's nothing I can do because I'm scared. And then he pushed me to the side and he started talking to her. Something that grinds my gears. But I did that in my mind because I'm scared to death. If I challenge him, it's going to get worse. He'll punch me in my mouth, make me bleed. I really look bad with big lips. I don't know what he might do to me. So he pushed me out the way. And the only thing I can say is, one day change is going to come. I shall overcome. I shall. That's the only thing I could do because I'm out of fear. And there he is. He's with the girl that I love. There's nothing I can do about it. Not too long ago, these Peckerwoods would knock your door in, black man, hold you, stripped your wife naked and raped your wife in front of your face in your house. Then after you watch this Peckerwood rape your wife in front of you and your children, take you out and throw a rope in your tree. This for hundreds of years. We shall overcome. And so I'm on this panel with Brother Maurice. And believe me, I understand. I understand the whole thing. I lived it as an individual. I understand fear. One brother said, oh, they wouldn't get away with nothing like that. I hide in a tree because I don't want to get caught and go to jail. But I'm going to get them one day. I'm going to hide behind a tree, under a car. I'm going to get the people that did. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. One brother said he was in the army. I'm not scared to die. Because I was in the army. You think I'm scared to die? I heard that narrative. I heard that narrative before. You will die for this Peckerwood. But there's no evidence to show that you're willing to die for your own. There's no evidence. Very few. Except brothers like the brothers that I advertised in my promotional video. Brother Micah and Brother Gavin. I believe both of them had military experience. And they shown you. Not only I went to the service, willing to die for the Peckerwood, but I'm also willing to die, and they did die, not for black folks, but because of the hell, what was going on, the evil that was being done to us. So I'm going to do what I can to try to help stop it. If they had some help, instead of being surrounded by cowards, we wouldn't continue to be in this situation. A coward dies 1,000 times. A brave man dies once. It's a stressful life being a coward. You got to watch what you say, what you do around certain people. And the sad thing, just like me, now here I am. I'm scared of this bully, but I would go home and try to get bad with my mother. I tried to get bad with my siblings. I would fight one of my siblings with everything I had, but wouldn't do nothing. Just like us. We would kill other black folks. No problem. We would slander and spread gossip and all that 24 hours a day against another black man, another brother, a soul brother and sister. No problem. But when it comes to them, you sit back in the cut and you shake and you quake and you scratch where you don't itch. Why? I understand the situation. I lived it. I would fight my siblings with all I got. Then when I see my bully, I'm all scared and petrified. I understand what we're going through. I lived it as an individual. It's a hard life. For years, it's a hard life living in fear. So when I go out into the community, I gotta watch out. I wonder where the bully is at. If I see him, I gotta make sure I go in the opposite direction. Scared to death. Haven't even done nothing to me yet, but I'm scared. Shaking in my cheap $5 shoes. My cheap $5 shoes. For years. It's a stressful life. I was telling you, and y'all know I'm crazy about my sister, Terry Ellis. In Vogue. I'm watching her interview. And I'm noticing how she's careful in what she say. Because she's an entertainer. And if she said the wrong word, or somebody able to take what she said and put it out of context, she's out of a job. She gets blacklisted. And then the other ladies in her group will look at her, what you done to us? Now we can't go out here and foot shuffle for white folks for a few dollars. Some of our brothers and sisters have enough money. They don't need any money. They set for life, but they still foot shuffling. And they still scared to speak. Now, some of them also are comfortable Pharaoh slaves. I was a slave. I was born as a slave. I died as a slave. So what you gonna say to somebody like that? They happy. They get to kiss on massa. I love you, Donald Trump. I love you, Joe Biden. Take a picture with Joe Biden, just be skinning and grinning and smiling. Or some other Peckerwood. So they in heaven. They a happy slave. I don't think Terry is a happy slave like that. But what do I do? If she had men in her life, she wouldn't have to go through all of that. She has no man. She don't have no men to protect her. A slave is not a man. You just something with a penis. A slave can never be a man. There's no evidence to suggest that this black man, this soul brother, is a man. You've done nothing, because a man don't live in another man's house. You live with your enemy and you happy here. You're not trying to get out. You love your little car that he let you have. You love your little Facebook and YouTube. You love all the little crumbs and trinkets, the slop that the master threw out to the pig. And when the pig get the slop, they think they in heaven. Tastes good to me. It's all gravy. You love feasting off the crumbs from your masa table. And you pretend to be bad. You're not bad. Most bad people are in the graveyard. Most tough people is in the graveyard. Because you put up or shut up. And you stay silent. We stay silent. We make up excuses to be a coward. You can't always. It's good. I understand war. I do understand war. I understand being slick. Believe me, I understand. I've done that. Everything that you say, I understand where you're coming from. I don't want to go to jail. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to snipe somebody from behind a tree. I understand all that. I've done it myself. That's cool. But there comes a time, like our sister, Fannie Lou Hamer said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I can't take this no more. I quote from Popeye. I stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. How you doing there, keyboard? So I tolerated this bully for years. And one day, I just started thinking about it. What am I gaining? I dang sure not gonna get the girl that I like. He's making my grades go bad. I cannot function at my highest potential. Woo! Did you hear what I just said? You cannot function at your highest potential when you living in fear. So my grades was going down. I was one of the smartest children in the community. Now my grades is average. Now I'm going down. I was in the honor society. My grades going down. I'm losing. Can't you see being a coward? That you losing? So what? You able to get a $1 million rap contract. So what? You able to drive a $100,000 car. So what? You can date a pretty white woman or whatever. You losing. You losing in the grand scheme of things. You're not winning. I wasn't winning. And I began to think about this. I did everything I could to try to, and that's what we do. I did everything I could to try to make my bully happy so he would not hurt me. And that's what we do. We sing and dance and we shuffle and we vote and we do things and we set things and hope that the white man like what we say. Back in slave days, they used to pet you, the slave master used to pet you on your head. Good boy. Like a dog. A few years ago, I was interacting with this cracker. And really, I don't think he meant any real harm, but it's just the history of these things. Because you got old people that got this mentality. And he messed around and he pat me on my head. I almost started to punch him in his face immediately. That was an insult to me. And I had to tell him real quick, don't you ever do that to me again. And he jumped back. What did I do? What did I do? Then he began to think about this history of white men patting black men on the head like that. He come from that era when they was doing that for real. I don't think he was really old enough like that, but he was a child. He's seen it. He pat me on my head. I almost began to go ballistic, lose my mind. What's that song by DMX? I'm about to lose my mind. Up in here, I'm about to lose my mind. He pat me on my head like I'm a dog. Who you pick what up? Woo! That bullying stuff changed me. And I do have a mental illness. I do. They right. I do have a mental illness. I sure do. Because this stuff messed me up. Because it took me out of my character. I was a peaceful young boy. Respectful young boy. Loving young boy. But this bullying thing took me out of my nature of who I was. Because now it made me some kind of savage animal. I got to fight. But you want to know something? I thought about that. I got to the point where I stood out. I'm losing anyway. What do I have to lose? I'm sick of this. So I went to the school. And I planned what I was going to do. Not only to this bully, but to all those suckers that was looking down on me. I'm going to deal with all of them up in here. So I went to school, and one of my first classes was acting class. And they have these big, long T-square looking things. Nice, strong piece of wood. I didn't go to class. I didn't stay in the class. I went, just burst open the door, saw the people that I wanted to beat the hell out of, and let's get this to popping. And the teacher, hey, what are you doing? Don't worry about me. I got some business I got to handle. And the ones that knew I was after them, because I didn't say who I was after, they knew. And they got to running real quick, fast. I didn't even get a chance to hit nobody. They knew I was after them. I stood all I could stand. I can't stand no more. And then I went to the locker of the bully. And you have those lockers with the combination, and then you open up the locker. I slammed the locker shut. And you know if you slam that locker shut, you got to redial your combination all over again. And he's like, hey, what's up with you, hey, little nigga? You better roll out. Do you know who you messing? Yeah, I know who the hell I'm messing with. And your reign of terror is over. You, whatever you think you're going to do to me or whatever, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to kill me today. Because this bullying, you pushing me, that's over today. The buck stops here. I'm giving you the memo. And he's laughing. Let me tell y'all something about a bully. Bullies do what they do because they can't get hurt. Bullies don't mess with people they believe gonna fire back. They mess with you because they know they don't have to suffer consequence. That they can punch you in your nose and you're not gonna do anything to them. And that's how it is with us in America. The reason why they do to us what they do, because there's no consequence. You say out of your mouth, you hide behind a tree and snipe somebody. Where's the news reports that you done it? If that's how you want to handle things, then why aren't you doing that? Go behind the tree, sneak under a car, and pop some of these Peckerwoods or whatever. These crazy ass racist police officers. You're not doing nothing except talking. If we was doing that, they wouldn't be coming in our neighborhoods the way they do. You're doing absolutely nothing because a change is gonna come. A change is gonna come. When? Ask them when. Well, a day in the Lord is as 1,000 years. Maybe another 1,000 years. Well, you see, we's not slaves no more. Not because of you. Because of an internal conflict the Peckerwoods had among themselves. That's why our ancestors ended up physically free. Or set loose. Not free. Set loose. Because a free people, you produce electricity, gas, water, food, clothing, shelter. You do all that yourself. In your house. Put in the chat room anything that you produce. Did you make those pencils? Did you make the computer? The light bulb? Nothing. You went out, made some money, and you bought products that was directly or indirectly produced by a Peckerwood, or you got it from somebody that they exploited in China or somewhere in Africa or in the islands or some other, or India or some foreign country. You don't produce nothing. Not one thing. You breed like a damn rabbit. Somebody on Facebook right now angry at me because I don't have no children. That's my prerogative. Children for what? So they can live here and the Peckerwood take care of you and them because you don't produce nothing. You don't even bring your children a glass of water. You pay the water bill and pay the white man for a drink of damn water. You don't provide nothing. And you think somebody's supposed to be impressed by you. Somebody's supposed to care about what you say, how you think, how you feel. And you produce nothing. You're nothing, people. And then when myself and Brother Maurice, we bring something like the Mississippi Campaign to you so that you can gain some power and influence so that now you can gain some value. You want to laugh. You want to reject. You want to sit on your ass and don't do nothing because you are nothing. That's why you don't do nothing, because you are nothing and you satisfied with nothing. And you love Louis Farrakhan because he gives you nothing. You love Young Pharaoh because they give you nothing. You love Sarah Seti and Sarnetta TV, Tariq Nasheed. You love all these people because they give you nothing, because you're nothing. Nothing recognized nothing. In my hand, I have nothing, and you love that. You call to make yourself feel better about living. So you have these men, you won't stand up and challenge your enemy, and you'll go home and abuse your wife, your girlfriend, push your children around, kick your dog in the ass. That's how these guys feel like men. They bash black women on YouTube and social media. That's the only way they can feel like a man, because they damn sure not going to challenge the Peckerwood. They're not going to do that. That's too much like right. And they too damn scared. They're too damn scared to challenge the real enemy. Not going to do that. So of course they stay away from this platform because your talk don't mean nothing to me. Show me your work. What do you produce? You produce nothing. And then the little stuff that they do produce, who cares? Nobody cares about the little stuff that they produce. I got a little business over here, and I do. Nobody, that don't mean nothing. The Mississippi campaign can put you and I in a position where we get noticed for real. Instead of begging Africa, Africa become looking for you. Oh, Africa this and Africa that. Those people don't give a damn about you because you got nothing. You have nothing to offer. You're nothing. They don't give a damn if we are related. You have nothing. Like you do your relatives. You got a relative that don't have no money. You could be your own brother and sister. But if they don't have nothing, you look at them a certain way. Because they don't have nothing. Like, can't do. I mean, what can you do for me, really? I mean, you want to come and live in my house and eat my food and drink my water or whatever. Nobody don't like anybody that has nothing to offer. Nothing. Once a man uses a woman up, he's already had her vagina. She's losing her body, her shape, her beauty, whatever. What else do you have to offer? Time to kick you to the side. You're nothing. When you are a horse and you can't run no more or whatever, some animal, they put you out to pasture because you're nothing. Put you out in the pasture, eat you some damn grass, hurry up and die. You're not worth nothing no more. You can't run, you can't give milk or whatever it is. Put you out to pasture. Eat you some grape. Make you comfortable so that you can go ahead and die. Because you're nothing. And that's what they do with us. Put us out to pasture. Because you're nothing. So when hurricane, what was that hurricane that came through in Louisiana? What was the name of that hurricane? Katrina. They don't give a damn about you suffering because you're nothing. If you were something, you would have got your ass out of there. You would have had the resources to get the hell out of there. But you're nothing, so you're stuck. And here comes the hurricane so it can kill you, put you out the pasture, kill you, get you out the way. Now they can justify buying up all the property, rebuilding it better for them. Oh, wow. And you got the nerve. You have the nerve to laugh at the Mississippi campaign when it's the only thing, the only tool that you got that's able to put us in a better position in less than 1,000 years. Because if you wait on God, a day in the Lord is 1,000 years. Been waiting on God for how long? You've been waiting on that spaceship for how long? The Black Messiah. How long have you been waiting? How do you know I'm not the Black Messiah? How you know I'm not the Black Messiah? How you know Brother Maurice not the Black Messiah? How do you know? Because we're not the vision, the imaginary vision you think a Black Messiah is supposed to be. Let me tell you something about leadership. Leadership is not a popularity contest. Leaders have to do things that the masses of the people may or may not understand. Just like when you're a child and your parents don't have the money for this or that. So they're going to have to, okay, we're going to have to do without this. We're going to have to move this around. You as a child, you want what you want when you want it. You don't understand economics. You don't understand that your mother and father go out every day to work to get you the things that you need. And if something happened, if mama, for some reason, she lose her job or both parents lose their job, you don't understand as a child. The only thing you will know is, I want what I want when I want it. Because you don't have no job. What they got to do with me? So parents have to make decisions and make moves. Sometimes parents have to divorce. And the children don't understand. Why, mommy? Why, daddy? Why y'all not living together? They can't comprehend. They don't understand why. So the Black Messiah, he's not somebody that you're supposed to be in love with, because you don't know what this Black Messiah is going to do. You think the Black Messiah is supposed to say something and do something to make you comfortable. That's not how it works. What they say, desperate times call for desperate measures. We are in a bad position here. So I had to stand up to my bully if I wanted a change. Kill me then, like my little nephew. Well, kill me then. Because I'm not going to do this no more, sir. Kill me then. I'd rather be dead than continue this life as a coward, my life all stressed out. But I'm happy because I can play Nintendo. Or whatever these games they got out now. I don't know what they call them. Microsoft something. Whatever. I don't know. I don't keep it with video games. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of your bullying. But it's got to get to the point where I stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. Clearly, you have not had enough. And the only way I can see that these brothers and sisters will really respond to oppression is they actually begin to for real hurt you. They're not playing with you. Start lynching. Let your body lay out in the street and rot and start doing to you something bad. That's the only way these Negroes is going to respond. Until you really start suffering some real pain, we shall overcome. One day a change is going to come, or whatever. I understand hiding behind a tree. I understand hiding under a car, being slick and, snipe you some people, which you have not done that either. You ain't done that either. And that is a fact. I did not want to hide behind a tree dealing with my bully. I didn't want to sneak around. I wanted this piece of trash to know I'm not hiding from you no more. I'm not scared. Do what you got to do. The buck stops here. I want you to know I would take this T-square. I would take this brick. I told this piece of trash, you can beat me up, but you better kill me. Because if you don't, you're not going to, the same fear that you gave me, I'm going to give you. Because you got to go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet. You got to take a leak. You're going to turn your back. And when you turn your back, I'm going to be there with a brick and a baseball bat or a knife. And if I can get a gun, I'm blowing your brains out. You're going to fear the same way you had me in fear. You're going to be in fear. Tired of your crap. Sick of it. So we graduating in high school. My last name is W and his last name is W. And he's standing in front of me. I forgot to tell you, after I stood up to this bully, Everybody gave me my respect. When I went back to school, I got suspended for that, mind you. I got suspended from school. But when I came back to school, when they saw me, I was on the left side of the hall. My friend, my dear friend, young Pappy, is in the house. Glad to see you. When I went back to school, when I walked on the left side of the hall, folks started going to the right side of the hall. That's the kind of respect that I was getting. So we standing in the graduation line. And don't you know this fool had the nerve to turn around and tell me, because that really made him look bad, that this 98-pound weakling, this little nobody, how dare you challenge me? I made him look bad because he didn't know how to respond. He didn't know what to do. His victim fighting back. Because bullies, bullies are not used to victims fighting back. So this fool gonna turn around and tell me on the day we graduating from high school, gonna turn around and tell me, I don't want you to think that you bad enough, like that you whatever. I said, man, didn't you get the memo? All that bullying, all that tough stuff that you talking about, that's over. I'll punch you in the damn face right here in the graduation line. You picked the wrong one. That's over, man. That's over. And he turned his happy ass around and we had a peaceful graduation. I'm not going for that. So it goes back to my mental illness. That's what made me crazy. That's what made me something other than I am. Being bullied. So now I don't take it. And it made me angry. You try to bully me, I'm knocking your block off. So you have these guys on YouTube making threats to me, talking to me all kinds of crazy. You don't know what the hell you messing with. Because if it get to the point where I cross that line, your ass is mine. I don't give a damn no more. So I know how I am, so I try to keep myself under control. Because I know if I cross that line, I don't give a damn where you at. I can pay for any airplane ticket to anywhere. I will find you. You big and you bad. Let's do this once and for all. I don't play that. You think because I come on here and I try to smile, I try to be nice, I try to be cordial. But when you talk about threatening me, hurting me, bullying me, and I want to say this to this troll that keep bothering me, coming on my channel. You gonna mess around and cross that line. And you open your damn door, I will be there in your face. I'm the wrong one to play with. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a warning. I know how I am. I'm trying to be nice. And I don't care. I will come after your ass. I don't give a damn about YouTube. I don't care about Facebook. I don't give a damn about jail. I've been there, done that. So what? So I'm warning you. And it would be wise. I'm the wrong one to mess with. This is the kind of attitude that you got to have to get bully off your back. You got to get a bully off your back once and for all. I never had no problems with him ever since. And you and me, if we wasn't cowards, we deal with our enemy once and for all. So what? They kill 1 million of us. But guess what? 300,000, 500,000 of them will die too. They could die. They could get hurt. They bleed. They cry. They hurt. The thing about a bully, they don't want to suffer no pain. Look at this peckerwood. Go all over the earth, dropping bombs and killing somebody. But when somebody do that to them, look how they cry. The terrorists. There was no such word as terrorists until people start bombing them, killing them. Now, we under terrorism. But as long as they was the ones doing it, it's all gravy, as they say in Hollywood. When I was growing up, there was no such word as terrorists. That was a new word that came into being, I believe during the 80s. Or when those people in Palestine start doing that suicide bombing stuff. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, absolutely right, sister. When you fight back and you give them what they give to you, and they notice that they losing too, let's have peace talks. Let's have peace talks. When they start doing that suicide bombing and they was dying and suffering, let's come to the table. Let's have some peace here. The Palestinians might not have their own state or whatever, but believe me, they get respect because they shown them you can die too, and I'm willing to die for mine. So now, let the Palestinians and the Israelites, let's try to make some kind of peace. But if the Palestinians wasn't willing to die for theirs, there would be no peace talks. You got to be willing to sacrifice. You got to be willing to suffer. You got to be willing to die for yours. That's the only way you're going to stop a bully. And you live in a nation of bullies. They do to us what they do because there's no consequence. There's no way George Zimmerman should be walking around here. George Zimmerman should be dead. George Zimmerman should be in jail, one or the other. But because nobody has no respect for us because we're nothing, this trash is walking around. Even Trayvon Martin's father don't care about his own son. In the courtroom, just a few feet away from the killer. At least punch him in the damn face. You go to jail for a little while, but at least you get to punch him in the face. That's the least you can do. We such cowards. And I know because I was a coward when I was a child. But that bully made me grow up real fast. I stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. This is a coward. I know because I lived it. And in my conclusion, I'm not going to sit around here and tell you I'm Mr. Brave. I'm not going to, yeah, he sold out for money. Yeah, it's a coward, sold out for money. I'm not going to sit here and be fake with you like I'm the bravest person in the world. Like if I had to go after that troll and get on a plane, I'm not going to say I'm not going to be nervous and trembling a little bit, whatever. But you got me to the point, I stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. This is going to come to an end now. That's the bottom line. You don't even hear nothing about Trayvon Martin no more. I thought they were supposed to start some kind of foundation in the memory of Trayvon Martin or whatever. Don't hear nothing, nothing. All those people protesting with the sign, Trayvon, I am Trayvon Martin. Where they at? Where are all these people? I am Trayvon Martin. You don't hear nothing. That's how we are. We are emotional and we are reactionary. Once we calm down, once that Peckerwood gives some of his good old peeny weenie, his ding-a-ling donner, that old white woman give us some of her JJ Jana, we calm all down. It's a better way to do things. The bully always say it's a better way to do things after they kick your ass. It's a better way to do things. A bully does not want to get hurt. I didn't even physically do anything to my bully, and he left me alone. Just the threat, and he knew I was not joking. He knew I wasn't joking. There was a case of, actually it was two people. We talked about that on the live stream yesterday. It was a white man and a white woman. Their sons was molested. The son, the white man waited at the airport. He knew where this guy that molested his son, they was bringing him in. He waited, walked up, shot him. And it was this woman, I believe her name was Ellie Nessler or something like that. And somebody molested her son. And then I believe her case was the reason why now when you go to court, you have to go through the metal detectors, because she was able to bring a gun to court. And I think her sister had the gun, passed it off to her, and she got close enough and killed the man that molested her son. There's something called revenge. I'm gonna say this in my closing here. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Old age, I'm talking too fast. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. There's a word in our vernacular that we never use. That word is revenge. You remember those kung fu movies? And the child will see his father get killed, and that child, little baby boy, make a vow. I'm going to take a vengeance on my father's death. And it takes 10 or 12 or whatever years for this child to grow up to get to the point where they can take vengeance. And they do. And they say, I don't care if I die. I'm taking vengeance for what you done to my father or mother or my family. We don't do that. When you kill our babies, when you kill our relatives, when you kill our loved ones, then that's just it. We cry, sing, we shall overcome. One day a change is going to come. That's what we do. We don't never think about revenge. And I thought about this as far as myself having children. Because I know if I had a child and you murder my baby, I'm going to give my word. And my word is bond, and bond is life. I'm getting you. I'm taking revenge on those who murdered my child. I don't care how long it takes. If we thought like that, they wouldn't be doing what they doing to us. And it's not about hurting innocent people. You really want to get the one that did what they done. But sometimes it's something called collateral damage. Sometimes that cannot be avoided. But you're going to pay for taking mine. Kill you, your wife, your children, your dog, your goat, your roaches. You're going to pay for mine. Just like in the Old Testament. And these preachers always ignore eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. There's a time to live, there's a time to die. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. All this lovey-dovey stuff. Even your God is not lovey-dovey. Your God, if your God was real, your God is the greatest killer of all time. Somebody put up a good Facebook post and they show how many people God have murdered. And they put Adolf Hitler and all these other people that kill folks over history. They cannot compare to what God do. Oh, but that's God. God can kill, no trial, no justification, no nothing. He's just a killer because he's God. So Adolf Hitler, as far as he was concerned, he's God. As far as Jim Jones and that crazy guy in Korea, wherever he was, they felt as though they God. So how come they can't do the same thing? They not the real God. See, that's why I don't deal with that religious garbage. You just want to make an excuse because you scared. You scared. You are a coward. We're cowards. We are cowardly people, and you get treated like the cowards that you are. It's simple as that. Even a snake, a rattlesnake, get more respect than you do. Because you might kill the rattlesnake, but the rattlesnake can kill you too. And the rattlesnake will kill you, no problem. But they careful when they dealing with the rattlesnake because they know they're going to pay a consequence. They don't care about you and me. They don't care. They are bullies. That's why they bully us and do what they do to us. There's no consequence. And we don't have to get violent. There's a whole lot of things we could do to retaliate. But you do absolutely nothing. You can't get yourself together to do nothing except cry. Except cry. And they love that. You remember back in the day, Eddie Murphy made a joke about it. Back in the day in the old movies, and a man be driving, with his woman going down the street, and she get to complain or whatever, and he just hit her in the mouth. Won't be none of that. That's how they do to us. We get to holler and scream, whatever, and they just turn around and just like, won't be none of that. won't be none of that. That's how they treat us. Yeah, but it's different. When you driving, well, blah, 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 she be running her mouth, and then you go, Won't be none of that. Then she go, okay, it's all right. When we get home, we're going to have a real nice meal, and you're going to go to sleep. What? Oh, you're going to go to sleep. I'm going to make you a nice meal, and you're going to go to sleep. You can get out of my car. See, it's a whole different ball game, because now he knows it's going to be a consequence. I might not be able to get you right now, but when you go to sleep, it's a lot of things we could do to retaliate. You hurt me, I hurt your ass back. Even when I was locked up, I'm helpless. I can't do too much. You know what I used to do? I unplugged their refrigerator because they bring their lunch from home or whatever, and they put it in the refrigerator. I unplugged it. They go there, hey, somebody unplug the refrigerator unplugged. Or if I can find something, I'll pull the cord and cut it. They have to replace the refrigerator. They have an idea that I'm the one that did it, but they can't prove it because I'm slick enough. They never catch me in action. I steal their money. I hide their keys. I mop the floor and put grease in the mop water on the floor. They come in and slide and fall on the floor. Wonder how that happened. There's always things that you could do. We do absolutely nothing. And as long as we don't do nothing, they are going to continue to hurt us, have no respect, bully us, and send us to the morgue. We don't do that here. We have to stop being cowards. I understand how you feel. You're scared. I know. I've been there. I'm still there, like I told you. But I stood all I can stand. I can't stand no more. I can't do it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I can't do it no more, y'all. We can't continue to live like this. I'm talking to you, and I got the movie Dr. King playing in the background, and they singing, nothing gonna turn me around, turn me around. That's over. That's over. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Can't you? You might be able to hear it a little bit. Nothing's gonna turn me around, turn me around. That's over. And all those black power folks talking all that tough stuff in the 1960s, they didn't do nothing either. Because if they did something, these crackers will have something to think about. We don't want no more of them coming up. But they didn't do nothing either. They laughing at Dr. King, all that marching and getting bit by dogs. Your ass didn't do nothing either. Show me what these black power folks, black power, all that. These Pan-African, show me what they done, what they do, what they done. Did they storm the Capitol? No. Have they stormed a Ku Klux Klan meeting? No. Have they stormed a police precinct? No. They ain't done nothing except run their mouth. Malcolm X wanted to take retaliation because one of the Muslims, the Muslims got killed. And his leader, Elijah Muhammad, said, no, let God handle it. But then when it was Malcolm's turn and they betrayed Malcolm, they didn't put it in God's hand. Those Negroes, those sick Negroes went out of their way to find every weapon they could get so they can shoot this man, another Muslim, another brother, in front of his wife and children. He didn't have no weapon. Cowards. Y'all cowards. You want to hide behind a tree to shoot the white man, but you'll go into the Audubon barroom in broad daylight and kill another brother. Cowards. It goes back to mental exploitation, mental abuse, mental disorder. And the cowards and the ones that support that type of activity, they cowards. That's the reason why they will support an unarmed man. I don't give a damn what he done. Don't you know, even in the wild, wild west, look, I'm going to say this and we're going to get out of here. Even in the wild, wild west, do you know people looked bad upon anybody that shoot an unarmed man or you got shot in the back? Do you know that? This was the wild, wild west. There was no law in the West. That's why these people was called outlaws. They was outside of law. But there are certain things you just don't do. You don't shoot an unarmed man. You don't shoot people in the back. When people find out you shot an unarmed man or you shot somebody in the back, you gonna catch hell. But here we are, all these crazy ass suckers, they praising the people that shot Malcolm X, an unarmed man, because they're a bunch of cowards too. I'm happy that these Peckerwoods kicking you in your cowardly ass, your fake pro-blackness. The most hateful people on YouTube is the ones that talk about, I love black people. You're a damn lie. You're a lie. You're a liar. Fake ass. The only thing you want is to use soul brothers and sisters to make money so that you can live rich and try to copy and be like the Peckerwood. That's it. Tired of being a coward. I want you to know I'm the one that's going to put a bullet in your brain. I want you to know that I'm the one that's taking this baseball bat and bust you upside your head. I'm not hiding. I want you to know. And I want all your friends and your family to know. I'm the one that done it. I want them to know. Because you're going to leave me and mine the hell alone. Now, I don't know what, I can't not speak for the other folks in the neighborhood or whatever, but here, like if we went to Mississippi, I don't know what they do elsewhere, but when you come to Mississippi, the buck stops here. The buck stops here. In this neighborhood. Our women are respected here. You're not going to see naked black women with a string in their ass on billboards all through the state. No, we're changing all of that. We build respect here and honor. Woman, our sisters is number one here. I don't know what you'll do elsewhere, but here, our women, our children are number one here. The best education, the best respect here. And those who support their nation in the country, then they get the same respect. So if you're in California and you support this, they mess with you in California, they messing with us. Then we send our National Guard to California and deal with the situation. They mess with you in New Jersey and you're part of our family. Then we send our National Guard to New Jersey to deal with the situation. And they're going to want a peaceful resolution because we're not playing with your ass. That's our citizen. That's our family. Now, those who don't want to get with this, you're on your own. Go to court. We shall overcome, whatever the hell you want to do. Keep doing that. But see, we don't have to sing a change is coming. We done the changing our damn self. So on that note, I would advise us to get on the soul train. That's what we need to do. That's right. We love our sisters. That's what we need to do. And let's get on the soul train here. If you have not done it, subscribe to Operation Exodus Mississippi campaign, the YouTube channel, and also like us on Facebook, all that kind of good stuff. I think it was a question. I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them. Also, a shout out to my Facebook people. I don't want to forget my Facebook friends. They have they got my Mississippi campaign channel. It's really growing little by little. It's almost catching up with the YouTube page. Somebody had a question. Oh, okay. We got enough time to deal with a question or comment here. Let's see. Keyboard says, did you hear about the black immigrant politician who wants to cancel Black History Month? No. But I will say this. What's the sense of having a Black History Month and you're not learning nothing? We're not learning nothing from history. Riddle me that, Batman. What's the sense of having a Black History Month and we're not learning nothing from history? That's why we are in the condition that we are in right now today, is because we haven't learned nothing from history. And so, since we have not learned nothing from history, we keep making the same damn mistakes. You're welcome. You're welcome, Deacon. Well, in Utah, I think Utah is basically, to my knowledge, isn't Utah Mormon, and isn't Utah primarily white folks? So why would you think they would be interested in Black History Month? Why would they care? And that's their, for as I'm concerned, that's their right. That's their rights. Who cares? Why should they learn about Black History Month? Hell, we don't know nothing about Black History Month. We talk about primarily the same people every month. We really don't even know Black history like that. Then they want to talk about Africa and some other stuff. Africa is not Black history. African history and Black history is not the same. I guarantee you, when you go to the continent, there's nothing about us in their history. There's nothing about us in their history. I was reading a post by a person. Yeah, it's a marketing scheme now. But I was reading a post by this person that's supposed to live in Africa, and they was asked about why they don't teach, why they don't teach about Black Americans in their country? And it was a very easy answer. Because we have no contribution to their history. That's why we're not taught. They don't even teach their people that they have some type of relative living in America, long lost relative. They don't teach them that either. We are the only ones obsessed with this African crap. Look, it's nice if they want to have a relationship and whatever, that's cool. We related. But I'm looking out for us, me. We come first. The so-called Negro, the once called Negro, soul brothers and sisters, we first. I'm looking out for we. Now, if the Africans want to help and we can parlay and work, cool. But you don't give a damn about me. And hell, I don't give a damn about you. And I'm not going to go out of my way to try to have some relationship with somebody 6,000 miles away from me that don't give a damn about me anyway. That's crazy as hell. The only thing these suckers did was get rid of the white man who don't give a damn about you. Now you all in somebody else's face that don't give a damn about you. I don't want to hang around somebody that don't give a damn about me. I'm doing just fine without Mr. Africa. I can do just fine without Mr. Peckerwood in my house. We don't need them. The only thing I need is Young Pappy and Twin and all of us. Don't need them. We're doing just fine. Not gonna beg nobody for their love. These Pan-Africans and pro-blacks, that's all they do 24 hours a day. Africa, Africa, Africa. Where's the Africa video talking about how much they love you? There's none. That's crazy as hell. I can't get on that. I can't get on that boat. I can't do that. If that's what you want to do, so be it. Don't ask me to be crazy with you. You don't love me, I don't have no love for you either. Tick for tack. Hey, what they say, it's like that, and that's the way it is. That's how what they say in the rap world. It's like that, and that's the way it is. On that note, let me get out of here. I really enjoyed everybody. Thank you so, sister, Miss Young, for joining us, and Twin and Soul Brother 85, everybody, and Keyboard, all those in the chat room, and all those who will listening, and those who will be listening later. I thank you so much. It's always an honor to come and be with us. I really enjoy this, and I will be here to talk to us as much as possible. I don't care if none of y'all show up. You hear me? I don't care if none of y'all show up, because I've done it. I made videos. Nobody was there. I don't trip off of that. I have something to say, and I want to say it. I would suggest to you to take that advice and stop being biased and prejudiced. Think about things so that we can change and turn all this around. The Mississippi campaign is the tool. It's the plan. It's the idea. Not because I made it up, because I really didn't make it up. Our people was doing it anyway. The only thing we're doing is bringing it into modern day times, 2021, and putting our little spin and whatever, and putting the frosting on the cake. It's not my idea. So if you don't like it, then you dissing your ancestors. You always talk about, oh, the ancestors this. Well, the ancestors was doing this. It's not me. It just goes to show you that you're a hypocrite. You really don't give a damn about the ancestors. It's all about your fantasy, the romantic, you romanticize crap. You just want to feel good about stuff. Well, I don't want to feel good. I want to be free. I don't want to live talking about I'm free. I want to be living in it in reality, not in my imagination. It's just my imagination once again running away with me. No, I want it to be real. On that note, let me get out of here. Until next time, as Don Cornelius used to always say as important, I thank you so much. I wish us love, peace, and soul. We out at 5,000. Where's my little thing there?